Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Please welcome everyone, our lads!
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Kaká in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10, lauded for his simple and very graceful style of play. Really is a player who has the lot.
You come to the game just to see him play.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even...
Oh, terrible pass. He is through, and the shot! That's put paid to the danger. Looking to play him in. Ajayi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bellumi. Hull couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Iniesta. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
And here's Kaká. That is good progress on the left. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's been hooked away. He'll try from distance. Terrific effort, just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
And he leaps for it. He's delivered all right. And we have liftoff. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Persib Bandung make the perfect start. They are already ahead. First quarter of an hour gone. Can he latch on to this? Messi is always looking to break lines. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Iniesta. Showing good feet. This is promising. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's well spotted. Persib Bandung currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Iniesta. Kaká running with intent. Kaká. Kaká will not want to lose out here. Not a Kaká! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And this is Ronaldo. And he's been shifted off it. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Hull are very much a team that like to work off a central target. Is that how you see them, Jim?
Yeah, I agree with that, Peter. They seem to have the right personnel, certainly on the delivery front. I'm sure there's a trigger to this, whether it's someone opening up the passing lanes or making a move into the box.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Iniesta. Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. Iniesta makes a dash for it. Oh, Red, nice interception.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Kaka. Can he get away here? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Egan. Now he's off and running. And he was quick to react. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Persib Bandung coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Persib Bandung looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. The second half is up and running.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Foot in, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely bit of skill. Tries one from range. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Bellumi.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
It's beautifully weighted. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, he's having a shot! Well taken goal. And there is his 30th goal. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Persib Bandung are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
The attendance for this match
Ruben
was
Neves under intense pressure.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
And here's Messi. Messi driving for chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So we have movement on
Iniesta.
both benches.
Coming on the field is number 21, Hazard. Substitution in progress.
Stood up well to him there. Persib Bandung do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. It's a good run down the right. Oh, that's a key interception. Serginho clears. Yamal. That has ended up in no man's land. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Gelhardt. Now it's McBurney. Spread it left. Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. And it's been given away. Messi. Messi is there to clear. That's been drilled forward. Now tries a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And it's in! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Number 14.
Hull cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Looking for the run. Persib Bandung have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Shifted it to the flank. And here comes the corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. They've played it short.
Number 17.
Now the ball in.
Substitutions taking place.
Shevchenko gets it away.
Hull really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And this is Shevchenko. That's really well cleared. And that is out of play. That's going across goal. Keeper's dealt with that. Gelhardt. Dowell.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's a pretty loose pass. Salah. That's a little off target. I think we're just about done here. Gelhardt.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. A heavy challenge. Koundé. Knocks it into space.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway. Stood up well to him there. And it's Iniesta. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so.
And a header! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's put paid to the danger. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Adams. Mendy gets a foot in here. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That's good running with the ball. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's played in here. Gakia. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Threads one in. Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's hit the woodwork and out! So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Good running, strong and purposeful.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Koundé. Bove. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Nice defending, physical and effective. Mondi. Shapes to shoot! And that is quite wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Number 11, Kaká.
Persib Bandung have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Yamal. Oh, nice touch. Yamal's terrific effort. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Can he get it through? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Persib Bandung currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Half an hour played now. Messi is always scanning the pitch for targets. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's neat. Back in once more. Kayembe. Kayembe. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, can they get him away? Balls. Oh, great leap! But he's left disappointed.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Can he get away here? Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And he's there to belt it away. Plays it across, and it's in! But oh, it's offside.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Mondi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He might be in here! Beauvais. That's a cute ball. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And that is the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Hello everybody, and
Yes,
please
Bandung
join me in
leading
wishing
by
a happy
one at
wedding
the break.
anniversary for one of our fan club
There's
members.
plenty of positives to
And
take
please
despite the
welcome our
lead
lads to the
being so
field.
small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Persib Bandung can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. Persib Bandung currently ahead by the smallest of margins. He is through here. Cross into the box. Oh, important interception.
Persib Bandung clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Ball's played through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mondi.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Gakia. Now he's off and running. Iniesta. That is lovely. Iniesta crosses. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Persib Bandung with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Watford have the chance to go the other way. And that has put paid to that. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. That's an imaginative touch. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he couldn't finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
He's had it nicked away.
The attendance for
Neves.
this match was 28,599.
Ruben Neves makes a dash for it. Lovely feet. Tries to pass it through. Tries to cross. And he's made sure that's not getting through. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
They want to be quick to recover this. Cleared away. And it's Iniesta. Kaka conjures time and space where few can. Mondi. Gakia. And Beauvais. Pressing high and with purpose. Kayembe. Adams does really well to win the ball there. Yamal charging forward, the ball at his feet. And this is Ronaldo. Kaká. Kaká! No, just over.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Shevchenko. He shifted it to the flank. Well, that's well spotted.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, that pass isn't the best. Just eases him off the ball. Hazard going forward. A probing pass. That's been slipped through. And he's there to get it away. Watford choosing to make the first change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Cross flung in towards the middle. And he gets rid in a hurry. Persib Bandung leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. And it's Hazard. He's a sharp little ball here. Shevchenko, there's the shot! Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Substitution on the field. Number 23, Mumpeli Mondi. Coming on to replace him is number 8.
Driving on and making good progress. That is a brilliant interception. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Persib Bandung, moments now away from seeing this one out. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Shevchenko has the space to scheme. Lovely bit of skill. Swings in across. That's a decent clearance.
Added minute has been indicated.
Somewhat off target. It's Hazard! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And it's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Persib Bandung have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And the shots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. They forced the error and extracted 17. The maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that will be the final act. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Shevchenko voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Persib Bandung definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great...